The message arrives on a Monday morning. It is simple. It is final. All bank services are temporarily suspended. People stare at their phones. They think it is a mistake, a small glitch. They walk to the nearest bank branch. The doors are locked. A printed sign is taped to the glass. It says the same thing. No one is getting in. No one is getting money out. People crowd around cash machines. The machines are dark. The screens are blank. They do not work. Online banking apps do not open. They just show a spinning circle. Credit cards are declined at the grocery store. A woman tries to buy milk for her child. The card reader beeps red. Denied. She has money in her account. She knows she does. But she cannot access it. The system that holds her money is closed. Her wealth is just a number on a server she cannot reach. This is not a story from a distant past. This is the world we built. A world that runs on trust in big buildings and powerful people. We gave them our money to keep it safe. We trusted them to move it when we asked. We believed the system was too big to fail. But on this day, the silence from the banks is deafening. The digital vaults are shut. The global economic engine sputters and stops. The age of the bank is ending. Not with a roar, but with a silent locked door. The chaos spreads quickly. News channels show images of confused crowds. People are not angry yet. They are just scared. Where is their money? Who made this decision? The banks say nothing. The government says it is working on a solution. But the trust is broken. Quick shout out, like, comment and subscribe for more IfVerse. We see that our money was never truly ours. It was a promise held by a system that just failed. The world is holding its breath, waiting for what comes next. What comes next is not a fix. It is a replacement. The bankless dawn is beginning. What is a bank? A bank is a house of trust. We give it our money to keep safe. The bank then uses our money. It lends it to other people, companies. This is how loans for houses and cars are born. The bank charges interest on these loans. It makes a profit. In return, it gives us a small amount of interest for our savings. Banks also help us make payments. They move money from our account to someone else's. Every part of this system requires a middleman. The bank is that middleman. It holds all the power and all the records. What is crypto? Crypto is money without a bank. It is digital cash. It lives on a global computer network called a blockchain. A blockchain is a shared record book. Everyone can see it, but no one can change it alone. When you send crypto, you are not asking a bank for permission. You are sending it directly to another person. It is like handing someone a digital coin. There is no middleman. There is no central company in charge. The power belongs to the network of users. This makes it open to anyone, anywhere. The old system is closed. It is built on walls, both real and digital. You need permission to join. You need to prove who you are in a way the bank accepts. The new system is open. It is built on code that anyone can check. You do not need permission. You just need an internet connection. The old system is slow. Moving money across countries can take days. The new system is fast. A global payment can take minutes. The fight between these two systems is not about technology. It is about control. So when the old system of banks shuts down, the new system does not. Crypto keeps moving. The blockchain does not close for business. It does not have doors to lock. It is a network, not a building. While people are locked out of their bank accounts, people with crypto can still send, receive, and store their value. They are their own bank. This simple fact is the spark that lights the fire. The failure of the old world becomes the biggest advertisement for the new one. The bankless dawn is beginning. The first week is pure chaos. The global economy grinds to a halt. Supply chains break. A ship full of bananas cannot unload at the port. The port authority cannot pay its workers. The shipping company cannot pay for fuel. The workers cannot buy food. This single problem multiplies by the billion. Every transaction, from buying a coffee to paying a factory worker, is frozen. The world runs on payments, and the payment system is broken. People are scared. They have money, but it is trapped. This is where crypto makes its first big move. Small groups of people start using it. At first, it is just for essentials. A neighbor sends another neighbor some crypto for a bag of rice. A local farmer starts accepting a stablecoin for vegetables. A stablecoin is a type of crypto tied to a real-world asset, like the dollar. This makes its price stable. These small transactions are a lifeline. They happen peer-to-peer, directly between two people's digital wallets. The idea spreads like wildfire. People are desperate. They download crypto wallets to their phones. It is their only option. Friends and family abroad send crypto to their loved ones. These are not small amounts anymore. This is money for rent. This is money for food. This is money for survival. The existing crypto networks handle the load. They were built for this. They were designed to work without a central authority. While the old financial world is dark, the blockchains are lit up with activity. A new parallel economy is being born out of necessity. As the bank shutdown continues, a second shockwave hits. The stock markets are closed. People's retirement funds and investments are locked away. The world's wealth is frozen solid. A massive rush into crypto assets begins. People sell whatever they can: cars, jewelry, moving value from the frozen old system to the fluid new one. Bitcoin and Ethereum prices skyrocket. This isn't speculation, it's a global flight to safety. Decentralized exchanges, unstoppable trading platforms run on the blockchain, become critical. The great unplugging is painful, but it forces a global financial reset. The definition of a safe asset changes overnight. The safest asset is one you control. For millions, decentralization is no longer a technical term, it's freedom. But with banks gone, how does someone get a mortgage? How does a company get a loan? The solution is decentralized finance, DeFi. These are automated banks run by code, called smart contracts. They are open to everyone. This new system doesn't care about your credit score. It only cares about collateral. If you have crypto to put up as collateral, you can get a loan. But the system is unforgiving. If your collateral's value drops, the smart contract automatically sells it. There is no one to call. The code is the law. It's a world of great opportunity, but also great personal responsibility. Governments are in shock. Their power came from controlling money. Now, a large part of the economy runs on a system they don't control. They cannot print Bitcoin. They cannot shut down Ethereum. Their first reaction is to fight it. But how can they enforce a ban on a network that's everywhere and nowhere at once? Slowly, they change strategy. If you can't beat them, join them. They issue their own central bank digital currencies. But these are centralized. The government can track every transaction and freeze funds with a click. This creates a new divide. Truly decentralized cryptocurrencies offering freedom versus government-controlled digital currencies offering convenience with total surveillance. The battle is no longer about banks versus crypto. It is now about decentralized power versus centralized power. The future of money hangs in the balance of this choice. For years, our identity was a collection of papers and plastic cards given to us by a central authority. But when those institutions failed, we realized our identity was never truly ours. It was borrowed. The solution was self-sovereign identity. Instead of a government giving you an identity, you control your own, stored in a personal crypto wallet. It's a collection of digital claims. You don't need to show a passport to prove your age. You can simply share a single claim that proves you're over 21, revealing nothing else. The power shifts from the institution that issues the ID to the individual who holds it. This is the decentralization of identity, and with it comes a new foundation for trust. In the bankless world, trust isn't placed in buildings or brands. It's placed in mathematics and open code. We trust because we can check the code. Trust through transparency. Old crimes like bank robbery fade. New crimes rise. Hackers stealing private keys, sophisticated scams. With no central authority to reverse theft, new social defenses emerge. Communities form to identify scams. Reputation becomes everything. The old system was efficient but fragile. A single failure could collapse it. This new system is decentralized, more chaotic but far more robust. Trust isn't top-down. It's bottom-up consensus built together block by block. Section 10. Conclusion and final twist. The true revolution. We started with a world in chaos. The doors of the banks closed. The old system of trust collapsed. We saw a new system rise from the ashes, built on crypto and blockchains. It started with simple payments. It grew to include savings, loans, our very identity. It was messy, chaotic, often scary. It moved power from the center to the edges. It replaced the authority of institutions with the logic of open code. It was a revolution in finance. But the final twist is not about money. We thought the battle was to replace banks. We thought the goal was a new financial system. But as the years passed, we saw the truth. The banks were the first domino to fall. The centralized model of trust wasn't unique to banking. It was everywhere. It was in our media. It was in our governments. It was in our social networks. It was in our corporations. The bankless dawn was just the beginning. Reveal. The real revolution was not about crypto. It was about decentralization. Crypto was the first successful application of that idea. It showed we could build large-scale cooperation without a central leader. It proved we could trust code and a network instead of a powerful CEO or a government agency. The failure of banks didn't just give us new money, it gave us a new model for building society. The future isn't just decentralized finance. It is decentralized science. It is decentralized media. It is decentralized governance. The revolution is still happening. It is quietly rebuilding the world from the ground up, replacing closed hierarchies with open networks. The age of the gatekeeper is ending. We didn't just change how we bank, we changed who is the bank. Now, a question. In a world where you can build your own systems of trust, what will you choose to build? You've been watching IfVerse, where imagination meets possibility. See you in the next reality.